Hi friends, welcome back to playing tribute to Ace Attorney Investigations 2, fan translation, Prosecutor's Path, even though we're right now on the Defense Attorney's Path, as we are in the shoes of Gregory Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth's father, in his last case, which is also kind of depressing and scary, and we're about to meet Von Karma, so that's even more depressing and scary. But looks like we're still in the beginning of this case, the Inherited Turnabout, which makes sense because we really don't know that much about what's going on. So hopefully we can find out, and Von Karma won't be too much trouble for us. Yeah. Ooh. It's a castle. How nice. Wow, a candy castle! And there are even some fairies over there. This room seems to be structured in the same way as Master's room. But it's nowhere near as cold. This room also seemed to be fitted with a temperature control panel. Ah, it's over by that orange lamp, right? Indeed. Oh, that's Gregory. Indeed. Let's not forget to investigate it later. Even so, this room is like something out of a fairy tale. This is cream-covered tassel Delicia's work. Delicia? Where is Delicia? Wait, can I help you? Oh. Another French accent. Oh my goodness, she's adorable. She's like a little chibi art thing. Hello, boys. I'm Delicia Scones. In my native... Oh, England? Really? Not... France? Didn't she say we? I think I need to switch up her accent then. In my native England, I'm known as Miss Delicious. Being called a boy, even though I'm already 34, it's certainly a rare experience. Boys! I understand you calling me that, but... Mr. Edgeworth? As far as I am concerned, you're all boys to me, even that detective over there. My name is Bad. Not Bad. Just how old is this woman? Mr. Attorney, let's just finish our business here. Right. Oh, hello, Von Karma. I'd recognize that voice anywhere. You, what do you think you're doing, conversing with a mere attorney? Oh, it's terrifying. Did he come out of the castle? Mr. Edgeworth, a scary man came out of the candy castle. Karma. That man is Prosecutor Von Karma? Manny! She's on a first-name basis with him? So he's Von Karma. Pleased to meet you, Prosecutor Von Karma. My name is Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney. It hurts. I have no interest in the names of defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Yeah. I think what he said to Phoenix was like, they are like bugs to me, needing to be squashed or something. After all, they only exist to be crushed by me. What a rude man. It hurts. It's like, oh, he doesn't know the half of it. Oh my gosh. A piercing gaze and furrowed brow. He's even scarier than the rumors say. Although that statement was also very rude. Prosecutor Von Karma, would you allow us to investigate you? You think I would give information to a mere defense attorney? As I thought, it would be that simple. However, I'll make a special exception for this room. Why did he change his mind so quickly? You, old bloodhound. Don't call me that. My name is Bad. A mere detective speaking back to me. I admire your courage, at least. Bad, stand watch and see to it that they don't misbehave. Me. I will not accept your refusal. Well, then I'll be investigating Gustavia's room next. why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Instead of being on bad terms, it seems like they hardly know each other. Mr. Edgeworth, now that we've got Von Karma's permission, we can continue investigating. Yes, his manner bothers me, but I'm glad we can at least continue the investigation. Hold it. I also need to investigate this room. I don't want you disturbing the room. So you'll investigate after me. What? Aren't you the detective in charge of this case? Why haven't you investigated this room yet? The detective in charge of the initial investigation was a close colleague of Von Karma. I came to take over for him, so I only got to this mansion just recently. Oh, I wonder who's, the close colleague. So that's why he and Von Karma aren't investigating together. Detective Bad, will you allow us to investigate with you like before? In doing so, you'll be able to supervise us and also ensure we don't tamper with anything. I need to watch you. You're a strange lawyer. I'll let you stick around. Yay! You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Thank you, Detective Bad. But if I decide you're holding up the investigation, we'll have to leave. Yes, I understand. Well then, let's begin the investigation. Indeed. What is in here? And how did Von Karma just come out of it? I can't believe this amazing castle was made entirely out of confectionery. I know! What a work of fantasy! It's like a fairy tale world. You like all this fairy tale stuff, don't you? Ah, sorry. I got a bit too excited, didn't I? No, it's interesting to me since you're so enthusiastic about it, unlike my son. Your son? He's only in grade school, yet he prefers to read law books instead of fairy tales. I'm worried that he won't be able to make any friends that he can talk to. Heh, what an interesting kid. I'd like to be his friend. I think you'd be more of an older brother to him. He's eating his notes again. An older brother, huh? Well, I've got some growing up to do then. Yes, and that's why we have to continue with the investigation. Alright, what's going on here? Wait, wasn't the body wrapped in some sort of, like, blue cloth like that? The castle doors are open. When someone opens a door, they really should remember to close it afterwards. Please say not directly to Prosecutor Von Karma, though. Huh? Looks like there's some stuff inside. Let's see. Wait, I'll examine it. Stay out of the way. Jeez, okay. This fresh cream melts too easily. Huh, okay. Seems like Detective Bad's shoes got covered in cream. Why were these objects kept inside the candy castle? If there's anything you want to investigate, you better speak up now. Two big rocks are placed here. It's like a storage room. Yeah, the inside of the candy castle isn't so dreamy. Hey, maybe they're raw gemstones! Who knew that there were such treasures hidden within the castle? Seems like a rather careless way to handle treasure. Looks like there's something underneath the rocks. Seems there's a pedestal attached to both of these rocks. Okay. Oh, are they supposed to go on the... Yeah, a pedestal... Are they supposed to go here? On the front of the castle? I'm hoping you can see my arrow as I swing it around here. But like these two front pillars here. Of course, it's a pedestal for displaying the gems. Well, in any case, this is no ordinary object. So I'm gonna examine this. This pillar has a hexagonal recess. Looks like a pedestal. Sorry, that was bad. It looks, and it was bad. It looks like a pedestal, but it has nothing on it. Hexagonal recess. I wonder what we're gonna put there. There it is. Okay. Detective Bad, I don't think strawberries are hexagonal. Hexagonal. I was just... Then I hope it's a banana. I think I'd prefer blueberries. I love how Gregory, like, joins in with the madness. There are rolls of blue cloth here. Looks like there's 4 of them in all. They certainly don't look like desserts. Yeah, I don't know what the cloth is for. It almost seems like it was hidden here inside the castle. Also, the color of this cloth looks familiar somehow. Deduce? Deduce? No? No deducing? Alright, let's do this really quickly. The rock's pedestal has similar shape to the recesses on the castle's pillars. Perhaps the rock is meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Oh, that's right! They're both hexagonal. Hexagonal. Sorry. I wonder why they were hidden inside the castle, though. The blue cloth and the rocks inside this castle. If they belong to Delicia. Delicia? Those things in the castle, what are they used for? Those? I'm afraid I can't tell you. Looks like Von Karma is keeping her silent. I've been found out. He'll get mad at me if I talk. Prosecutor Von Karma doesn't intend on being upfront with his information. Aw, such a shame. We finally figured out where the rocks are supposed to go. Could it be that you're interested in my goods? Your goods? Those are my popular relaxation goods. You mean the rocks and the cloth? You see? That's right. You see, they're not actually rocks, but special lamps made from rock salt. Wow, so those are lamps. It gets even more exciting, because this cloth also has an amazing secret. As soon as we showed interest in her goods, she became quite talkative. Since we've got them out, come experience the therapy, boys. Batty, could you put everything up? It's not Batty, it's Bad. So you won't do it? Is Batty being a bad boy? Labby, are you done? Wow. I don't know what's with me today, guys. I'm so sorry. Are you done photographing this room? Yes, sir, I am. Then go help Delicia. Yes, sir. I'm on it. Thanks. I knew you were a good boy underneath, Batty. Miss Delicious, that was amazing. You even persuaded Detective Bad. Thanks a lot, Batty. And you too, Forensies. She even gave the forensics a nickname. I think that's her way of showing she cares. So therapeutic about these things anyway. We don't have time for that now, Batty. The show's about to begin. Forensies, finishing touches, please. Yes, ma'am. Show. Wow, it's so beautiful. It really is. I wish my son could see this. Oui. See, she's saying we again. What? Or is she saying oi? Oi! I told you so, right? The 4 fairies and the curious candy castle was the theme of my work. It's so sparkly and cute, right? Seems like one of them is missing something. Oh, I didn't even see the fairies over there. The truth is, I have planned to unveil it during the contest. Well, I'm glad I got to show you boys. But it doesn't look like the rock salt lamps are lighting up. Huh? I wonder why. I think I need to examine the rocks and their fairies again. Clearly I can't examine the rocks. Ooh! Oh my! Oh, did really no one see that? That's awful. There is blood on that. Castle door is adorned with beautiful cloth. That's not what I was pointing to. I think this is the cloth that was in the castle. Entranceways are always... Oh, entranceways are always beautiful. That's what the detective thinks. Yes, actually, Detective Bad's shoes have trampled all over it. But this is not... no time for snide remarks. Can we pay attention to the fact that there's blood on this thing? Looks like both lamps and the pillars are broken. Both their light bulbs are broken. Maybe they were dropped on the floor? There's some sort of red stain on this lamp's surface. This stain. Could it be? That smell. There's no mistaking it. It's bloodstain. Someone's bloodstain was left on the rock salt lamp. That's what it said. Someone's bloodstain was left there. Oh, how careless of them to leaving their blood there. That's a bloodstain. Why is there a bloodstain on this lamp? I wonder if this has something to do with the lamp bulb being broken. I should also take a look at the other lamp here. Okay, let's take a look at the other lamp first, and then I'll logic it out. So this is where Delicia originally intended to put the lamps. I don't get why she put them in the castle. Since they're broken and don't light up, maybe she decided to put them out of the way. If she wanted them out of the way, there are many other places to store them. It's like that old saying, hide the salt in the sugar bag. I think the saying goes, hide the tree in the forest. Delicia intended to use these lamps as decorations during the contest. It appears a contradiction with that piece of evidence. I need to deduce the contradiction. Let's see. Apparently there's a contradiction here. Oh. So they can't be made with... They can't be made with something other than desserts? Is that what we're looking at here?
Eureka!
Like you're not following the rules? Detective Bad, please read the contest leaflet. Any decorations not made from desserts are prohibited. These rock salt lamps and fluorescent cloths go against the rules. So maybe that's why they were hidden in the castle. I wonder about that. I think we should investigate further into Delicia's actions. By talking to her? Let's make sure we're done here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna logic out the blunt object, though. Beaten to death. Bloodstained. There's evidence that the victim was beaten to death with the blunt object. What's more, there's a blood stain on one of the broken rock salt lamps. Could this lamp have been the murder weapon? You're right! It could have been used as a weapon! Abby, is the blood analysis on this rock salt lamp finished? Yes, sir! Finished just a few moments ago. The blood stain on that lamp belonged to the victim. You heard what he said. Alright. The murder weapon was hidden from Delicia's room. Or hidden in Delicia's room. We need to consider her as one of the suspects as well. Okay. There's a lot to do here. I need to examine the fairies. It's a cute candy fairy sitting on a tree stump. The cloth in the back, along with the decorations, surely give it a magical atmosphere. When you look at it, it almost feels like you're spellbound. What we need to look for is the hidden truths of the real world. Don't be fooled by the fairies. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Alright. Let's, what do I look like when I run? So suave. Okay. Apparently there was, the fairy was missing something? One of the fairies was missing something? Can I examine it? No? Unlike the other fairies, this one doesn't have a fluorescent cloth. Oh, I wasn't even looking at the cloth, I was looking at the fairies. Wow. I am off to a great start today, guys. I'm so sorry, wow. It's delicious, it's not right to leave one out. I don't like it either. But one fluorescent cloth and the machine has gone missing. I've lost a cloth and a machine. What sort of machine is it? Oi, let me tell you. Each piece of fluorescent cloth is hooked up to one of these machines. The machine is called a rainbow light device.
light is sent through the cable and into the cloth, which is made of optic fibers. Just fiddle around with the settings a bit, and it'll turn into all sorts of colors. When it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. It's powered by a long-lasting battery that's resistant to changes in the temperature. I'm not very familiar with these kinds of devices. Mr. Edgeworth, she's saying it's a machine that transmits light to the special cloth. I see. It's amazing what they can come up with these days. So, one rainbow light device and one fluorescent cloth are missing. Yeah, see, that's right! Wherever could they be? This fluorescent cloth could be related to the case. Still pretty sure that the victim was wrapped in it. Guess we'll talk to her. Huh? Miss Delicious? You don't seem as energetic as you were earlier. Delicia, can I just ask, did something happen with Von Karma? You see, nothing of the sort. But you just said yesy. That yesy just now was only a greeting. You're a cute boy. I like you. What's your first name? It's Raymond, but... Oh, Ray Ray, I think you'll make a good man of yourself someday. Ray Ray. How about that? I think you have a way with British ladies. She's a little different from my image of a lady. Why don't we listen to what she has to say? Could you tell me about your actions during the contest? Yesy, we began making desserts for the contest around 10 o'clock. Basically, I was in here making my desserts the whole time. At 1:30, I joined the afternoon tea for about an hour or so. Afternoon tea? It's a special occasion where a conversation is had over black tea and cakes. The smile! I don't think I've seen him smile yet. That's great. So it's pretty much a tea party. Well, I suppose. Okay, Reggie. You're a smart boy, aren't you? When did I become Reggie? Where was the afternoon tea held? It took place in the gardens, outside of the fountain patio. It's our customary break time during the contest. It's always held at the same time. Today, there were just 3 of us who took part. Jeffy, Katie, and me. Since Jeffy had already finished his creations, he was there from beginning to end. Icy and Gusty didn't join because they hadn't finished their desserts yet. So everyone other than Mr. Dover and Mr. Gustavia participated. What was Dover's first name again? Isaac. Okay, I see. Icy is Isaac. Yes, actually, I hadn't finished my dessert yet either. I just wanted to try some of Jeffy's handmade pastries and Katie's fresh brewed tea. So after I'd eaten my fill, I returned before everyone else. During the contest, did you enter any of the other contestants' rooms? What are you saying? We found your fingerprints on the desserts at the crime scene. You found them? Are you admitting that you went to the scene of the crime? Scene of the murder? I admit it, but I'm not the murderer. It's the honest truth, please hear me out. Please tell me the honest truth. What were you doing in Mr. Master's room? The truth is, I was studying his desserts. Studying? Because Jeffy's so talented at making sweets. Well, nobody was in his room at the time, so I just decided to study his works for a bit. But if you were just looking, you wouldn't have left your fingerprints behind. Yeah, see, it's natural that I left my fingerprints on the desserts. For the sake of research, I ate some of the desserts. You ate them? Isn't that like stealing food? The one who wrecked Mr. Master's room was... I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention to vandalize the room, but I did eat a few parts of the desserts in his room. So when she was there, I secretly ate little bits and pieces of it so Jeffy wouldn't find out. So did you eat the ship's stand as well? Yes, see, I did. So, before she came in, she said she was there until 1. So before she came in,
The body was already there before she came in, is what I was saying. I need to finish my thoughts out loud because I'm recording into a microphone and it cannot hear my thoughts. The chocolate chip broke because of you. I'm sorry. So the reason she left the afternoon tea early was to preserve her appetite. But you've got to believe me on this. I'm not the murderer. Her actions are sufficiently suspicious, but I won't press on it yet. Okay, well that's important information. Let's see what we can get from there. This to connect? Like the reason that she used other objects is because the cream was melting? No. Not good. That line of logic seems too unreasonable. It wasn't that unreasonable. Oh, it's a ladder! Step ladder. Mr. Turner, something about that ladder bothering you? Detective Bad. It's actually a step ladder. Yes! The joke continues. They're both the same to me. They're completely different. Look at their basic nature. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth! You tell him! Here are all the tools used to make desserts. Everything from a bucket of fresh cream to a brush and trowel. It's more like a construction worker's tools. Hey now, boys, don't underestimate the work of a pastry chef. It's completely different from the construction work where they cover the walls with cement. We use the trowel to smear the cream and the brush to clean the uneven parts. How is it different from the construction workers? The sickly sweet smell of cream. Yes, this is truly a fairy tale world. And yet, here in the sugary sweet room, there was one with such a sour face. He doesn't belong in this room. That scary old man. Wait a minute, mind what you say. You're being a bit rude. Sorry, it won't happen again. He reminded me of my old school teacher who used to get mad at me a lot. My school teacher. I definitely don't want to think of my son being taught by such a man. Oh man, that was so worth talking to Ray about. Oh man, oh, it's so heartbreaking. It's funny. Oh my gosh, because he was taught by him, not even such a man, him himself. All right, what do you have to say? Don't turn around, don't turn around. If you do, you're only gonna eat that castle. This forensics officer seems to be on a diet. There's a burner and some chemicals over here. They were probably used to make desserts. What are these chemicals? The writing on the label say, number 1 Punch-Out, number 9 Sufferin. Are they poisons? No, they're both used to make desserts. Seems to be artificial flavoring and coloring. Punch-Out is a catchy name for fruit punch essence. Very misleading. What bothers me is what Sufferin stands for. Okay, I guess we're back to logic then. Unless we're supposed to present something to her. Do you have something to present? Maybe she's studying the desserts because hers are so fragile? No. Not good. She broke the rules in one way, so she broke the rules in the other? Alright, logic is not the answer. Am I missing something?
see what she knows about this. I think you've got there is rather cute, Greggy. The color is rather unappealing. Why did you have the murder weapon in your room? What do you know about the cloth? Looks like this caught your eye. The way this cloth works. Ah, I wonder if it's okay for me to tell you about it. Sorry, I can't talk about this cloth. What? That was strange. Manfred Von Karma told her to stay quiet about it. Interesting. Apparently the cloth is secrets. I don't know what I'm missing. There's cover on the wall, just like in Mr. Master's room. Let's open it. Oh, there it is. Okay. The room temperature is 68, and the lights are set to green. Gustavia said, not 50 degrees is the ideal temperature for fresh cream. This room's temperature is too high. Ah, there we go. That's why it's so fragile. Got it. Cool. This is intriguing. Indeed. Let's go back to my logic. Fragile desserts, high room temperature. The reason the fresh cream is so fragile due to the temperature in this room is due to the temperature in this room. So my shoes got creamed because the room temperature is set to 68 degrees. Speaking of which, when you opened the castle door, the doorknob didn't break. Oh, that's Gregory, I'm sorry. When you opened the castle door, the doorknob didn't break. Yeah, it was stronger than I thought. Strong. A dessert? Ah. Detective Bad, could you have a closer look at the doorknob? It's not a dessert. This is. I've seen this doorknob isn't a dessert. What? Why is everything so sinister sounding? Of course it isn't a dessert. We've been seeing that she's been breaking the rules. And it's not just the doorknob. This castle and the fairies. Just plastic bowls covered in fresh cream. Oh, that's why it's sinister. Then this isn't a dessert piece at all. It would seem they're just fake desserts covered in fresh cream. What is she doing? She broke the rules. She made fake desserts. Using decorations that were against the rules and making fake desserts, a lot of delicious actions seem suspicious. Indeed they do. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Also, the temperature of this room is way too high. Is there a reason for that? Okay. I wonder. I think we should ask Delisha directly. Alright, let me look at the court record of what we just got to. Oh, that's it. Nothing to check. Cool. Excuse you. Yeah, you better hide your face from me, woman. You have a lot to answer for. Delisha, why is this room temperature set to 68 degrees? The cold doesn't agree with me. Plus, it's bad for the body. This figure doesn't just maintain itself, you know. Naturally, as a lady, I want it to look young forever. I wonder, how old is Miss Delicious, really? Maybe a true gentleman never asks a woman her age. This room is mainly filled with cream. The whole, a true gentleman line there just gave me a thought of
Professor Layton, because Layton's always all about the being a gentleman. This room is mainly filled and 50 degrees is the recommended temperature for preserving fresh cream. What? Really? No, it's all gone to waste. Looks like Miss Delicious didn't know. This is so confusing. What? I thought she was supposed to be a first-class pastry chef. Fake desserts and rule violations, and now her lack of basic knowledge. Looks like she keeps many secrets. So that's why she wanted to study? I don't understand that. What is her aim? Delicious knowledge in the art of dessert making is lacking in fundamental areas, and she claimed she went into Mr. Master's room in order to study his desserts. These actions and ideas are not fitting for someone aiming to be the world's greatest pastry chef. Yeah, they don't sound like the words of a pro. It's like she doesn't even realize it, or maybe she isn't a real pastry chef. Perhaps she had some other intention. It's possible that she didn't go into the room to study desserts. So then, are you saying Miss Delicious is the criminal? We can't say that for sure yet. But I know she's hiding something from us. But she's so adorable! That's enough investigating. We found much more than I expected. And yet something from before still bothers me. Prosecutor Von Karma must have found the murder weapon in this room. So then, why did he let Delicia be? Oh yeah, because he was inside the castle. He was probably just looking at the murder weapon. Firstly, I must ascertain Von Karma's true motives. Detective Bat, I would like to ask Prosecutor Von Karma something. I've also got business with him. And Delicia there too. I love how he's like following us around because he's afraid we're gonna tamper with something, whereas Von Karma is notorious for his perfect guilty record, and all of that stuff, and what he does to get that. Because it is very clear that he takes things and he tampers. And that was like from the beginning game. Like he took those files from the L6 incident. Yep. What's the idea, Batty? Don't glare at me like that. It seems Detective Bat also has his doubts about Delicia and Von Karma. Delicia, would you come with us for a moment? Yesy, that's fine. What for? We have to find Von Karma. There are some things we need to talk about. It's so pretty out here. Prosecutor Von Karma, we need to talk about the case. From the look on your face, I assume you found the murder weapon. Oh, so he's just aware. Yes. We discovered the murder weapon in Delicia's room. It would seem Mr. Master isn't the only suspect in this case. That's not true. Where the murder weapon was found does not change the fact that Master is the culprit. As long as I am here. Why is Von Karma so sure of himself? Well then, aren't you going to explain why the murder weapon was in Delicia's room? Naturally. If you wish to know, I'll tell you. Oh, okay. I did not expect to talk to him like this. Alrighty then. In order to pin the crime on Delicia, Master used the rock. Oh, he's saying he pinned the crime on him. Okay.
used the rock salt lamp to kill the victim. He then deposited the murder weapon in Delicia's room. If he had left the murder weapon at the crime scene, Master would have been the one suspected. He was still the one suspected. Couldn't move the body, but it was easy to move the murder. Ergo, this would be no evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene. Mr. Master took the rock salt lamp. Precisely. I carried out the investigation myself. There can be no room for doubt. Do you have evidence that he moved it? Like fingerprints? That would not be necessary. Evidence is everything, friendo. If you have an objection, say it. Do you think a mere defense attorney can break my logic? Can I? Because he's all about the perfection, whatever. We're gonna press everything. He took the rock salt lamp from Delicia's room. Exactly. In order to kill Dover, he had prepared the murder weapon beforehand. But the murder weapon was found in Delicia's room. Doesn't that play suspicious on Delicia too? I'm not finished. Master killed Dover. So the murder weapon was a rock salt lamp hidden inside the Candy Castle. Yeah, but it belonged to the Candy Castle, so why would he... I discovered the murder weapon when I entered the castle. Yes. Be thankful, defense attorney, that you too came about this information. Why was it necessary for you to enter the castle? To investigate, probably? Maybe he's interested in candy castles? Why are you afraid? Why? Do you think I went there because I wanted to? The detectives at the scene were useless, so I had to investigate myself. I wasn't in charge of the initial investigation. Detective Bad joined the investigation halfway through. Certain work ethic is required if you are to gain my trust. This is a flagrant waste of time. I'll continue. Wouldn't the body left behind his room also be cause for suspicion? Behind in his room also be cause for suspicion? Moreover, I have a favorite saying. I'd like to share it with you. Even dogs can do it. Okay. Wait until I've finished. Oh. That is exactly what I'd like to say to you. Are you saying that Mr. Master removed the murder weapon and hid the body in the chest? I believe that if he hid it inside his own work, it would not be discovered. So savory! Don't you mean so sorry? She shows no sign of remorse. He moved the murder weapon and left the body at the scene. Ergo, there would be no sign of it. How can you conclude that Mr. Master is the killer without any evidence? You think that would shake me? You disagree. As long as the body was found in Master's room, he's the prime suspect. Is there really no evidence pointing to anyone else at the crime scene? Surely, there's some room for further investigation. Insolent attorney, another investigation is not necessary. Master must be the killer. If you think differently, cease this purpose words and speak with evidence. Get back to the crime scene. If Mr. Master isn't the killer, there must have been something there incriminating someone else. Seems Von Karma won't be shaken easily. Must have to present evidence that contradicts his reasoning. Okay, so the evidence will have to be her fingerprints in the crime scene, right? Because she would be incriminated in that way. But do I have that evidence? And where do I present it? Oops. Yeah, no, I don't have the evidence of her fingerprints. Not helpful. Can I examine this, maybe? Rock salt lamp doesn't light up. It's a shame, but appears to be broken. Braces and pillars must have been made to match the shape. Blah. Okay, and then there's the blood. Yuck. Sorry, I just kept pressing A. Alright. Left behind in this room also because that's when he wasn't. Okay, that's when he didn't let me finish. Couldn't move the body. No evidence pointing to a specific culprit for the crime scene. That's the one. That's the problem. No fingerprints. I don't get it though. Because the evidence that would point to a specific person would be the salt lamp. Like, why wouldn't he keep the salt lamp there if that theory were correct? How can you conclude that Mr. is without evidence? Just a tisk. Body was found in Master's room.
Objection!
Suspect. Oh, anyone else. Anyone else in the crime scene. Okay, then yeah, no, it's the fingerprints.
Objection!
It's not the fingerprints. Oh, I've come to not like that smile now, because that's like his grinning through the trouble. He's laughing at me. Evidence pointing to a specific culprit at the crime scene. You see, I was thinking this, but it's not. You know what? I'm just gonna try it.
Objection!
No. Darn. Oh, Von Karma. I hate you. I hate you so much. Where was this again, and why is this important? Oh, it's the teacup. Tea glass. Wait a second. It's the same engraving! Initials, if it were mine, it would be RS. Remember your initials, it's your own belongings. Okay, but this wasn't it.
Objection!
I don't know what you want from me, game! Doesn't help that I was somewhat distracted as I was reading, and that's why I was reading so slowly in those last few things, so I apologize for my own distraction here. Suspected, but he was the one suspected, so it does not make any sense. I was just like, hey, maybe the crime scene itself would be a good note. Wow. It's true that the murder weapon and bloodstains disappeared from the vicinity. However, there was still one piece of incriminating evidence left behind. Have a look at this photograph, which was taken when the body was first discovered. Oh, okay, we're talking about the cloth again. Or, finally. I shouldn't say again, because we haven't talked about it yet. Really? Doesn't it remind you of the fluorescent cloth from Delicia's room? My fluorescent cloth was at the crime scene? Fluorescent cloth. You, just what part of this cloth is fluorescent? I guess Von Karma doesn't know about the cloth secret. It looks like a normal cloth at first glance, but if you use this rainbow light device, you can make it glow. Ha! I made you nervous. Ha ha ha. Prosecutor Von Karma seems a little surprised. I don't think it was the prosecutor who surprised him. One sheet of this fluorescent cloth is currently unaccounted for. Now, I'd like you to look at the color of the cloth in this photo. Don't you think it looks like the color of the fluorescent cloth before it's been lit up? Both the rock salt lamp and the fluorescent cloth originally belonged to Alicia. Would it be natural to assume that this cloth was used to wrap the body? Prosecutor Von Karma, I believe the present conditions give us much reason to suspect Alicia. Eep! Who's picking up with her foot? Hold it, Greggy! Do you suspect me? I don't yet know if you are the culprit, but it is true that you're hiding something, am I right? That's...
Objection.
So, you're saying that the murder weapon and the cloth were originally from Delicia's room? Yes. Don't you? Me? What's so funny? Just as I expected from you. The murder weapon and the cloth are not from her room. How unfortunate for you. See me. Before the contest began, Master noticed her violation of the rules. He confiscated the cloth and the rock salt lamp and kept them in his room for safekeeping. What? The victim was not seen as he stayed locked up in his room after the contest had begun. The only one who could have unlocked the locked rooms was Jeff Master, and the murder weapon, the rock salt lamp, was being kept in Master's room. This should be the decisive evidence in proving Master's guilt. Defense attorney, you've lost to me before you even had the chance to stand in court. What's this? What? Was all our investigation for nothing? Miss Delicious, why didn't you tell us about your confiscated items? Well, Manny said I'd look suspicious if I did. Prosecutor Von Karma? And it's true, you all suspect me, don't you? Because you didn't tell us it was confiscated. How clumsy of you, defense attorney. Von Karma. So that's why he let us investigate Delicious' room. And in your clumsiness, there's one more thing I need to inform you of. 2 sets of fingerprints were found in the murder weapon. 2, yes. They belong to Jeff Master of Delicious Skills. No other fingerprints were found. After Master killed Dover with a confiscated rock salt lamp, he foolishly concealed the murder weapon bearing his own fingerprints in his owner's room. In its owner's room. I don't even need to prove my case in court. I have more than enough perfect evidence to prove Master's guilt.
Objection.
Hold it. I still have some doubts about the fluorescent cloth found in Mr. Master's room. Irrelevant. After disposing of the body, he intended to return it to Delicia's room. I don't have enough information to refute his reasoning. Nothing left to say. If your job is done, leave this place. That's... I can't give up yet. We've wasted enough time as it is. Bad, take them away. There are still some doubts left in our investigation. Detective Bad. What's the meaning of this? It's not my nature to leave any doubts behind. There's still one piece of evidence that has yet to be identified. That's right. There's still the traces someone left behind. Now it's the fingerprints. Talk about your doubts as much as you want later. But this, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Objection.
No, I also have some doubts about the one piece of evidence. It's likely that I have the same doubts Detective Bad has. What? This is the piece of evidence left in Mr. Master's room that has yet to be identified. Is it this? I thought it was the fingerprints. Oh, no fingerprints were found. So maybe it's this. Maybe it's the signet ring. Although I know what it is. No, it's not. I should have gotten it. Why? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me go with my original guts, please. Thanks. know... Yeah. I don't know why I doubted myself.
Take that!
Somebody left glove fingerprints on Mr. Master's desserts. Should have just went with my gut. I don't know why I was so excited about the Signet crest. It's like, I know what it is. Especially now that I do actually know what it is after looking at that teapot. If these were the killer's finger marks, then it's possible that the killer also didn't leave any fingerprints on the murder weapon. How did you know the state of the crime scene? I gave them permission to investigate.
Objection!
Bat, what possessed you to lead a defense attorney into a crime scene? I don't recall telling you not to let them in. Ah, such impudence. You'd best remember, Bat. Your salary depends on me. Always with the salaries. This isn't good for Bat. I'm so glad I have kind boss make with Mr. Edgeworth. Your salary review depends on how you perform here. I'm surprised that a mere attorney like you men should cover in such a short time. However, it's possible those finger marks were Master's own doing. Because he always wore gloves while cooking. Sure. Also, I've come to wonder how old Von Karma is in this moment. Man, he aged very quickly.
Objection!
Do you have evidence that those finger marks were left by Master? And moreover, there are still a few points of suspicion surrounding Delisha. Craigie, you still suspect me? I've already apologized for stealing a few bites. I don't want to suspect you. However, I can't easily trust those who tell lies. You must still be hiding something. Craigie is a bully. Don't you know the temperature of fresh cream must be kept up? You call yourself a dessert chef, but you lack even the most basic knowledge. I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge. In your case, it's not even about the lack of knowledge. In truth, you don't even know how to make desserts, do you?
Objection!
Defense attorney. Oh, he's nervous. Stop trying to force your own reasoning. In a court of law, the evidence tells all. If you say that the witness is lying, show us with evidence. We're not in court yet, but very well. This evidence shows that Delisha can't make desserts. The fact that everything is plastic?
Take that!
The only things Delisha made were those that broke the rules.
Objection!
The lamp and cloth that broke the rules were being held in Master's room. There's no way the witness could have returned them to her room.
Objection!
Those were not the only fake desserts she made. What? Her desserts may look like something out of a fairy tale at first glance, but in reality they are nothing but mannequins decorated with cream. Apart from the cream, they're all fake. This is not something one aiming to become the world's greatest pastry chef would do. Is this true, Pat? Yes, my shoes. Does not. Will that be enough to convince Prosecutor Von Karma? Once he sees what Delisha has done, he'll have no choice but to be convinced. Delisha, the fact that your actions could lead you to being a suspect is no less than that. I didn't murder. Isn't it time you told us the whole truth? Who are you, and why were you indulging yourself in another contestant's work? You see, I understand. The truth is, I'm not really a dessert chef, like I led you to believe. I'm actually a pharmacist. What? A pharmacist? That's a completely different occupation. Yes. I wonder he couldn't hide his surprise. Why is a pharmacist like you participating in this contest? I just love eating desserts. Is that really why she's here? Whoops, I accidentally pressed the button. I joined because I thought I'd be able to eat some of Jeffy's desserts. I never thought I'd end up making it to the finals. How did you make it to the finals? Von Karma's just like so thrown off. Even Prosecutor Von Karma is at a loss for words. So that's the real reason why you entered the contest? Guessy? As expected, Jeffy's desserts were oh so good. So, glove finger marks on the picture. way! I never wore gloves. Delicious fingerprints were found on Mr. Master's chocolates. So it's true that she wasn't wearing gloves. Yeah, see, exactly. You do believe me, Greggy.
Objection.
It's your face stuffed with nothing but desserts. Sorry, Miney. I think it's her belly that's stuffed. Were Master's desserts all that you ate? Actually, no. After the afternoon tea, I also had Icy's desserts. You mean you entered the victim's room? Yes, see, exactly. The room was empty after all. Perhaps the victim was already dead by then. But my first bite tasted way too salty and I couldn't eat it. So I ate the delicious star-shaped desserts that were nearby. Miss Delicious, you really are a glutton. It's rare that you see a woman with this kind of appetite. That's all I did. Greggy, Manny, everyone. I'm sorry I caused you trouble. Now that you've told us the truth, everything's fine. There's no need to apologize. This does not mean that your testimony is trustworthy. I'll be investigating the victim's room after this. Only then will I decide if your testimony is true. Prosecutor Von Karma, I'd like to go as well. I also need to ascertain whether my reasoning up until now has been correct. I'll let you follow, but I have no intention of letting you investigate. That's enough for me. What is the meaning of this? What's going on? The desserts adorning the victim's room had disappeared without a trace. Oh. This is Ray in the future, I think. Was this the true killer's doing? A body that was hidden inside a dessert and a murder weapon that was moved. Further investigation would be required to arrive at the truth of the case. To be continued. Hey, shorter episodes. I love it. It makes me less exhausted and annoyed at the on-running of it. Sorry I got distracted there, and sorry for the, like, struggle that I had with Von Karma. I think Von Karma just intimidated me, honestly. Oh, boy. But yeah, so, looks like it's shorter. You know what? I bet it's just Gregory's parts that are shorter. I'm guessing we're going into Miles soon. And I think that his is going to be the long 2-hour one. So, you know, that's how it's going to be. But yeah, stick around if you're enjoying. Hope that you are. And we'll get to the bottom of this eventually. And we'll see what we can see and figure out based on everything going on. Because there's a lot going on. It's never simple. It's always complicated. even the simpler trials are always complicated. Or trials. We're not in court. Simpler cases. Simpler cases. But anyway, yeah. I'll talk to you guys next time.